Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
What an excellent defense.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First down, here's Burrow. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so... Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Tom Brady, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Mixon running right. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 101 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a 2nd down and 6. Burrow will throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defensive.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals look poised to reach 17-0 as they add. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. comes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Burrow. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal from the gun to give to Mixon. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cincinnati, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.